Okay, so right next to me here, this is the original Porsche Cayenne. Well, it's the facelift of the original Porsche Cayenne. Now, the Cayenne was the original sports SUV. But with the first generation model, what's fascinating is that the facelift and the pre-facelift is so different that Porsche saw it fit to give the two cars a totally different model code. So the pre-facelift Cayenne is normally known as the 955, and this one, the facelift that you see here, this is what we always call the 957. Okay, and this particular unit is top of the line, the second top of the line. It's the Cayenne Turbo. It's powered by a 4.8 liter turbocharged direct injection V6, V8. Very, very advanced powertrain, very muscular engine for its time. Now, back when it was first launched, the Cayenne was very controversial. It was Porsche's first dabble into the SUV world. Now, today, Cayennes are everywhere, but back then, the concept of a Porsche SUV was utterly radical. It was crazy. People were saying, what the hell are you doing, Porsche? But fact of the matter is, the concept worked. It was successful. At that time, Porsche was struggling. The Cayenne was the car that turned Porsche's fortunes around. Okay? The Cayenne, the fat margins that Porsche made from the Cayenne ensured that there is enough money to develop new 911s, to develop new Boxsters, to develop new Caymans. So, whatever that you want, however you want to vilify the Cayenne, take note that it is because of the Cayenne's success that Porsche is still around today, alive and kicking. Okay? In the used car market, the Cayenne is basically your cheapest way to put a Porsche badge onto your Porsche. But fair warning, it's cheap to buy only. These things are not cheap to maintain still. And you're still looking at, when you go into a workshop, when something major breaks, you've got to be prepared for 5-figure bills. Easy. And this 4.8 V8 turbo, oh well, yeah, not for the poor for sure. Don't even consider it if you are earning 15-20K a month. Okay? But the thing is, there's a revival in the appeal of the first gen Cayenne, all right? And it started all thanks to our good friend TJ, who put in good money to convert his Cayenne to an overland project, okay? And now there's a revival of people buying up all these first gen Cayennes and doing overland stuff with it. So, who is the Cayenne for? Who are the people that should be buying these cars, and who are the people who should be staying away from these cars? Number one, if you are looking for a car just to flash, to show off, don't. If you think that, this is the cheapest way to own a Porsche, also please, don't. Okay? But if you are somebody with a bit of extra funds, you want to invest in a hobby, you've really got good income, you've got some spare funds, you want to put money down into a project car. Well, this generation Cayenne then now becomes a very cost-effective acquisition because the buy-in price is low. You're talking about, what, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, depending on the car's condition. Okay, which means that if let's say you have a budget of 150, 200,000 ringgit, you buy the car cheap and you have got a fat surplus to mod the car however you want it. That is the kind of profile of buyers who should be looking at this car. Okay, if you're looking for something to drive around, you're looking for something cheap to buy, please don't touch this car. This is not for you. Now, styling wise, I'm not a fan of the 955, but the 957 here, Porsche has refined it well enough. And it's still a bit old school in the sense that the proportions are still relatively boxy. There is that presence to this car. The newer generation Cayennes are a bit more feminine, you know, a bit more curvaceous. This guy, no. This guy, you look at his face, it looks like he wants to eat you. Okay, this car is fierce personified. And a lot of his fans like it for that purpose and that purpose alone. I mean, just look at the front. Look at this grill here. Look at the big ass air intakes. Okay, this face alone shows you that this car means business. And well, because this is a used car in a used car lot looking for a new buyer. I'm not going to put miles into this car, but what I can tell you is this: 4.8 V8. This thing is fast. 4.8 V8 turbo. This thing is proper fast. And let's show you the inside. It's spacious too. See, you've got side support bolsters here. 170 centimeters tall. Got a good headroom above me. There's a panoramic sunroof. I'm not going to open this. Okay, I've got good lean behind me. Thigh support, leg room is good. Okay, and here you've got rear air con vents. You've got, at least what I can see here, seat ventilation for the rear. Wow, really? God, no, right? Can't be, right? God, whoa. Wow, okay. Ventilation for the rear. Cup holders. Okay, these cup holders feel quite solid. Okay, the mechanism still good. Let's bring you to the front. Look at the door card. Now, okay, I can see some scratches here. Okay, some scratches here, some signs of wear here. Molten plastics here and there. Now, stepping inside here will be a good demonstration of how car interior design has evolved over the last couple of decades. So this was, of course, before the era of start-stop buttons. You still start the car the old-fashioned way. All right, the sound of that V8 firing up, can't argue with that. Okay, so Porsche's first dabble with the SUV, but they've still maintained that classic 5-dial look that they have brought over from the 911. Of course, in the middle now they put a screen, and the tachometer and the speedometer now has a balanced presence. Okay, and this car has upgraded with an Android head unit. Of course, this was before the days of Android, right? Android wasn't even a thing when this car was launched. Okay, so the head unit has been upgraded. Okay, but there's still buttons here. You can got PSM lah, got seat heating as well. Okay, and you have a button here to activate econ rest. So wow, look at this. So there's this lid here which you can slide to cover the buttons. The soft touch mechanism is still present. The climate controls, this is to adjust the temperature and just the fan speed. Okay, driver side, passenger side. Ashtray here. So this is a Cayenne trademark. So here you can adjust the four-wheel drive system to mountain mode, to road mode. Okay, sport mode. You've got this car has got air suspension, right? So you can adjust between sport, normal, comfort, and you can also adjust the ride height. Here, this sliding lid, and you've got the armrest. So the overall cabin actually feels quite solid, except for this. This armrest does feel a bit loose lah. Okay, but the rest of the cabin feels a bit solid, if a bit scuffed. So you can see the scratches there at the door handle. But here, look at this. This is nice. Okay, you've got this. This has become a trademark in the Cayenne. This grab handle here. Okay, the steering. Okay, with the integrated controls and the Tiptronic mode. This was before the era of pedal shifters. Car makers were still figuring, how do I allow the manual shifting? Well, there's this rocker button. You can go push up to shift up, push down to shift down. Okay, the standard gear selector here. And yeah, overall, okay, so the cabin has got some signs of wear, but the overall fit and finish cabin still feels pretty solid here. And I like that. Wow, this side mirror here has a heating function. Okay, and it's the adjustment is right here at the base of the side mirror. Okay, up here as well, you can see that there is a this is a sunglass holder. I'm not going to open it because I think it looks like it's broken. And this is the, of course, the sunroof control, which also I'm not going to fool around with. Yeah. So here, what you have it. This is throwback. Okay, the screen aside here. This is throwback to late 90s, early 2000s cabin design. So here in the engine room now, it's what's fascinating here is that this was a time where manufacturers were progressively trying to cover more and more of the engine bay. So here you have it, this 4.8 liter turbocharged direct injection V8 that powers the Cayenne Turbo here. This thing is massive. And what fascinates me to see is that Porsche actually puts a top hanging mount to hold the engine from the top, okay, supplementing whatever mounts that they put beneath to hold the engine up from the bottom. Very, very fascinating. Okay, and what they have also done here is that they've put this cover here to protect the power steering fluid reservoir. Okay, and also this is where you access the port to jumpstart the battery. And over on this side, wiper fluid and the coolant overflow tank. Okay, so pretty minimalist looking engine bay. Everything like just hidden away, yeah, from sight. Okay, so if you are in the market for a Porsche Cayenne, well, this particular unit is available for sale, but fair warning, this car is not for the faint-hearted, especially not this 4.8 V8. If you're looking at the 3.6 V6, okay, that one still can play a bit. This 4.8 V8 really is only for the big boys. If you're coming in with a small wallet, I'm going to save you the trouble, tell you don't. But if you're looking to build something epic, okay, and funds is not, well, let's just say that you're not tight on money, right? You've got a couple of 100,000 to play with to build a project car. Well, this represents something that is compelling because the buy-in is low, and that means you have a big margin for you to build something truly, truly memorable. Okay, if you are interested, you can connect with me via Telegram. Link to my Telegram group is in the description section. You can get in touch with me and I can connect you to the owner of this car. Or if you happen to be looking to sell your car and you want to get a few thousand or 20,000-30,000 ringgit more than what the best offer the used car dealer can give you, well, fill in the form in the description section below and my team will be in touch. There's no guarantees, but we'll see how we can help you. All right, so until my next video, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.